Welcome to Fit for Life. In case you don't know me, my name is Karen McKenzie, and I'm a senior fitness specialist, and I'm a senior myself, obviously. And I just love what I do. I like helping people. I like learning the latest information to keep us as young as possible, as long as possible. And that's my quest to see how long I can live, and all the rest of you too. Today, we're going to concentrate on the core. And I think most of you know what the core is. It's a problem area with us. Um, Not for everybody, but for a lot of people, especially as we age. And there are some things you can still do about it. They're similar to what young people do, but I'm going to just maybe change them a little bit, maybe make them a little bit easier in some cases, but we can still try to keep that area strong. What are the core muscles? The core muscles are the obliques here on the side, your diaphragm, your abdominals, which are here, usually below the waist, your lower back, your hips, your glutes. It involves a lot of different muscles. So we should at least try to keep them as strong as possible. So I just wanted to let you know that these muscles help you to stand, for one thing. They maintain your balance, for another thing, which I would do just to get that done to make sure that I don't take a fall. They help you with lifting, which I find is getting a little hairy as I get older. So I'm trying not to pamper myself, and I just keep lifting the same things I've always lifted. But in order to do that, you've got to make sure that these core muscles are strong. And that's why we're doing these muscles today. And you know, as much as we don't like to admit it, we do lose strength as we age, just naturally, especially if you don't do strength training. So keep that in mind. But before we start, I'm going to stand up and we're going to do some exercises to warm up. And if you noticed, I'm coming forward in my chair and I'm going to stand without holding on. I hope you're still doing that because I probably mention that with every single show. And we're going to do some exercises called dynamic exercises. And these are stretches and warm ups, and they're really easy to do. So here we go. We're going to just go back and forth with the leg. You can hold on to the chair. I don't know if any of you would want to kick up like this. If you can do it, fine. You can maybe do it down here a little bit. Might be safer to do it here. And just go back and forth. And I'll say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. It's kind of stretching the back of that leg too, isn't it? So that is good. So we're warming up with our dynamic movements today. So we have to do both legs. We have 2. How does that feel? Technically, it's very easy, but maybe you're not used to doing this. Dynamic exercises. Wonderful. Now, another one that we're going to do, and we've done before, is just to lift those arms up, bend your knees, and bring your arms back. So that's up and back and up and back. If you could do 8 to 10 of these in the morning, that would be great. 4 coming up. 5, 6, and let's do 8 today because we've got a lot to do. Another dynamic exercise is just this, holding your arms out. You can make a little fist if you want to, and just make some circles. 2, feel your shoulder blades come together back there. This is great for your deltoids, the shoulder muscles. And you know, if you're not used to doing this, holding your arms out, you're going to feel it, because I can feel it a little bit myself, and I do it all the time. So just let those arms hang down, relax for a minute. I'm going to take 1 step out and just turn and just tap your body. You'd be tapping in the back probably at the kidney area. So we'll wake up those kidneys, just tapping, tapping. It's a nice little stretch. Back and back. How does that feel? Now try this with me. Stop here and see how far you can turn that head back. You'll know when you can't go any farther. Good. And then we have to do the other side. Try to hold it at least 15 seconds. 20 is a little better. And then we'll go to the other side. Good. Turning that head, holding 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, and we'll stop right there. Now let's do the opposite, something that's a little bit different than that. And all you're going to do is march in place. That's easy, nothing to it, but it gets that blood circulating. You're also strengthening your quadriceps a little bit when you do this, up and down, up and down. Good. What I'd like you to do next is stomp those feet. Just stomp them, stomp them. This helps to strengthen your bones, believe it or not. Now, if you have osteoporosis, always ask your doctor if it's okay to do something new. Great. All right, let's take a step forward and back, and forward and back, and forward, like you're taking a walk. It's just a warm-up, nothing difficult, but it's movement, the joy of movement. And if you're still moving and you want to keep moving, it's not a bad idea to do any and all of the exercises that we've done so far. Good, let's try the other side then. So it's just forward and back. If you need to hold on, just move back to the chair. You're still moving, but if you don't hold on, maybe that challenges your balance a little bit. Just back and front, back and front. Good. So do you feel like you're getting warmed up? Maybe we'll have a little water when we finish. 5 and 6. And one more. Wonderful. Now, if you didn't do any of these, but you wanted a quick warm-up and you wanted to challenge yourself a little bit to see when and if you get out of breath, we can also do our running in place. Good. So we're not going anywhere, but we're doing the same motion where we would run or walk fast. Just running. Now let's stop for a minute. Let's try 30 seconds and see how you feel after running for 30 seconds. Here we go. Okay, we're getting up there. We're almost halfway. I'm counting in my head. Good. Just try to get to 30 seconds if you can. Good. And stop. How do you feel? Are you out of breath? Do you get out of breath when you walk up and down stairs? Just check it out. If it doesn't go away right away, you may have a problem. You should talk to your physician about it. Just do the best you can. All right. One more thing I'd like to do is just heel. 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 This is a nice little warm-up too. And 5, 6. We'll do 16 of these. 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's keep going. Good. All right. Let's sit down and get going. Let's do some exercises for the core. And I think most of you are going to be very interested in that. Okay. Now this is something new. Some of these things you may not have done before. Just place your hands right here flat on your quadriceps. Now we're just going to work on one leg at a time. So what you're going to do is try to lift and hold down at the same time. So you're going to try to lift your leg like this. Keep the hand down and push in a little bit and just lift that leg up. If it hurts anything, especially your lower back, your hip, don't do it. So we're going to try it again now. You're pushing down and lifting up. Ooh, I can feel that. So what are we strengthening? The 4 big muscles here in your quadriceps or your thighs. Let's try the other side. pushing down as you lift up. And the foot should only come up about an inch or two, whatever you can do, and down. If it causes something uncomfortable, either in your breathing, your lower back, just stop. So we're pushing down and lifting up at the same time. I can feel that here. Also in your back, your lower back, and down. Let's try it again. Lifting and pushing down at the same time. It's very easy. I'm pretty sure most of you can do this without any discomfort, but let's just relax those legs a little. Just kick out, just to loosen up a little bit. 6, 7. So how did that feel? Let's do one more on each side. So I'm bringing my back away from the chair, palm down into the leg, and lift up against the push down. Good. Let's try the other side, pushing down. And now when you do this on your own, you can do it a little bit longer if you want, because I'm sure you're going to feel that after a while. Good. All right. Okay, now if you have weights, pick up one of them. All right. Just bring those arms out straight. I have a 5-pounder. You might have one that doesn't weigh quite as much, but just try to hold on to one of them if you can, and just go out to the side. Can you feel that in your waist? But as you're doing it, you're tightening your core a little bit. It's a little different. Not the best feeling, I guess, but at least we know we're doing something. If you hear any cracking or some crazy noise, or you have some discomfort, you can stop and do it without the weight, actually. So we're just going to go side to side. As I said, it's kind of different, isn't it? And then let's go back again to the other side. Can you do one more set? And then back. And then back to the other side. And we'll put the weight down. Were you surprised at that one? Maybe that's something you really haven't done before. But another thing you can do also, if you have both weights with you, which I'm sure you do, is to just put one weight on each leg and lift and hold. And besides the quadricep, that will tighten and tone your abdomen. It's a good one. It's simple, but it's effective. Lifting it up, good. And then up again. Holding, holding, holding. So all the time we're strengthening that lower body, especially the quadriceps area, lower back, and your abdomen, they're all part of your core. And up, a little faster. 1 and 2 and 3. You're doing something good for yourself. And 5. Instead of complaining about it like most of us do, this will strengthen that area, tone it, tighten it up a little bit. I don't know how many inches we might lose, but at least we're trying. We're doing something about it. You're moving, which in itself is important. As you know, let's kick out just to loosen up again. 1. A little higher this time. 2. Still working that core. 5. Now I'm leaning back against the chair this time. Let's try it without leaning back and just sitting up straight. A little more difficult, but you can feel it. Just put your hand there. You can feel the difference. And 4. 5. I just wanted to try something we haven't done before, and if we have, it was a long time ago. Thought it was time to try some of these exercises again. So you're kicking out. All right. Now I had my hand here the whole time. I want to do a couple without holding on, and just kick 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. Now you have to do this like more than once a month to get some results, but I know I'm giving you so many other things. Maybe I should write a book. What do you think? Kicking out. Okay, enough of that. Grab some water. I have my trusty water bottle here. And the reason I use this, I could just have a glass of water, is it keeps everything really cold or really hot, either one. And water is really important. So many things, so many things. I'm going to try another one we haven't done before. So I hope I can do it well because I'm not used to doing it. Heels here, and then because because my shoes are sticking to the rug, it might be a little difficult. Just put one leg back. Can you see that I'm kind of touching my toes here? So you'd be lifting and putting them out, bringing them both back and under the chair. Do the best you can. Maybe you could take your shoes off to do this. Let's try it. I just thought it felt pretty good. It wasn't that difficult, but you can really feel what's happening there. So we'll try it again. Heels and toes back underneath. Maybe we'll get a tile floor or something next time. Heels, don't go all the way out this time. Halfway, and then see if you can arrange your feet back here. Try it again. Heels. And you can lift it right up. Lift those legs right up. Or try it, as I said, try it without shoes on. Good. Let's do 2 more. Here and here. Good. You did great. Let's take a little rest. Heels down and just move those feet back and forth, circulating that blood, loosening up because you've been contracting some muscles, especially in this area. I'm going to give you something that you've probably done a lot as a child. I don't know if we still do things like this anymore, but I'd like you to slide forward in your chair, holding on, lifting those feet up and doing a bicycle. Slide back a little. That seems a little much. And whatever you can do so that your heels don't hit the floor each time you go around. This can be done lying down. This is one of the exercises I do in the morning. So try to keep that in mind, the bicycle, the bicycle, the bicycle. Another way to strengthen this area, just bounce. 1, you can put your hand here, feel it. 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, and 8. The other side. Flex that foot a little bit and bounce it again. 1, 2. So I'd love to see what you're doing at home. 5 and 6. Maybe someday we'll do that. We'll go to some of your homes, and see how you're doing. Now the last one I think might be a little bit more difficult. I'd really like you to come as far forward as you can. But I definitely don't want you to fall, all right? Just hold on to your hand here. Plant those feet. And you're going to just go back slowly. You're going to breathe out as you go back. If you want to breathe in first, that yoga breath, and breathe out as you go back slowly. Now, you're not going to feel the back for a while. You don't want to feel it for a while. You want to be far forward enough so that you're getting a real tightening here. Pretty sure you can feel this. I suppose we could have done this first, but I didn't want to tire you out too much. So let's relax for a minute. Come forward. Clasp your hands together. Let's stretch those arms out and lift them up just to get a nice stretch. Grab your wrist, pull that arm straight up. The other side, pull it up. Good. Open your feet a little bit and drop forward. Oh, doesn't that feel good now? Because we've been tightening that area. Oh, great. Can you touch? If you can touch the floor, go right ahead. Grab your ankles. And you can keep your head up a little bit like this too, rather than dropping it straight down, which can make some people a little dizzy. All right. Let's touch the back of the neck. We're just doing a little stretching here, a little break, a stretch break. Get those elbows back. Let's open that chest area up. Oh, that feels too good. Wonderful. As far as the last thing that we did, I'd like to do it again. So let's just sit at the end of the chair. Let's breathe up through the nose first, and then exhale. As you exhale, your abdomen will automatically tighten. You can feel it. I can't reach the back, can't reach it yet. Go back slowly, slowly. Try to do this 3 or 4 times. Give yourself a little rest in between. And if you keep doing it and maybe eat some more protein, you might notice a little change in there. I did. I tried it myself. So I just wanted to keep you posted on that. So why don't we sit back? All right, let's do a little bit of a meditation. We have just a few minutes left, and you've really been working. So now I just want you to relax and release. We've been contracting muscles. Now we just want to relax them and stretch them out and just let go. So let's just breathe out. Let those arms drop down. Let that chin drop down. Just to relax. Now you can place your forearms on the arms of the chair, palms up. I think it just feels like you're more open and you're accepting what we're doing. And we'll do a few yoga breaths together. We'll breathe up through the nose, holding that breath for 2 seconds, and then exhaling. Together again, breathing up. Hold for 2. Try to exhale for 5. 2, 3, 6, maybe 6 if you can do it. Let's get rid of all the dead air at the bottom of your lungs and replace it with new, fresh air. So let's breathe up one more time together. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2. Keep going. Keep breathing out. Did you do 6? And then we'll come back. Now, for the next minute or so, oh my gosh, time is going fast. Why don't we just do a meditation? So we're going to close our eyes. You can hear me, as long as you can hear me. One more breath together, all the way up. Hold. Exhale. And for the next few minutes, we're going to do nothing. Just relax. Why don't we just elongate those legs a little bit? Just to feel really loose and relaxed. Let your chin drop down. And as I said, we're going to try to think about as little as possible. When the thoughts come in, these thoughts that drive us crazy about what we have to do next and something might be bothering you, take another one of these breaths. It will actually change your brain waves to do this. It works. It has to be working. So many people are doing meditation, especially mindfulness meditation, and that's what we do here. So let's close the eyes. Try to be silent. And just stay there for a couple of minutes, and here we go. All right, just open your eyes when you're ready. I don't know if that was exactly 2 minutes or not, but it should be calming. You should be feeling really good that you've done something good for yourself. You've improved your strength, for one thing. You've exercised a lot of muscles. So let's sit up kind of straight. We want to have good posture as often as possible. And just cross your arms. Grab your shoulders. This is a nice stretch. I like this one. We'll take a breath again, breathing all the way up. Exhale and come forward. Oh yeah, that feels good. Isn't that a great stretch? Really, it is. All right. Breathe up through your nose as you come up, and we'll just breathe out. Let's do a little ear drop, side to side, just to stretch the neck out a little bit. Now the weather has been really good. Make sure you take a walk. If you can't do it every day, every other day is good. 3 to 5 times a week is suggested. So we need that kind of exercise too. So thank you for joining me today. And again, I hope I meet some of you and we can exercise together. That would be great. So I'll say bye and see you next time. Bye-bye.